And welcome to the Next Guy Up podcast. We are here. When you're listening to this, it is New Year's Day. So happy New Year's, everybody. Welcome to 2024. We are welcoming in the new year with our Messin on Monday podcast today. So we are going to talk about some New Year's resolutions. We're going to draft some New Year's resolutions, actually. We have a press release coming at you. We have a pretty fun episode today. And so we are here a couple days before New Year's, actually, in this weird week between Christmas and New Year's, where some people have to go to work and some people get time off. And Tins, you have to work on New Year's Day, right?
Yeah. So my part-time job at Blue Coast, where I'm a chef of burritos. We are open New Year's Day. We got to feed the people that don't have to work.
Yeah.
But I'll be off from UPS, so it's kind of a split there. I don't have to be up at 2 a.m.
That is pretty nice. Benefit.
And peak season's over, so I don't have to be up at midnight anymore. I can
shout out.
We don't have to record these podcasts so early. we were the struggle bus there for a few weeks. I know I put the boys' schedule through it with. I'd be like, hey, guys, I have to be at work at 12:45 tonight, so if we could record this podcast ASAP so I can go to bed.
I've got to be in bed by 6, which is definitely fair. I mean, if you're getting up that early. Mason,
so glad that is over.
How was your Christmas? How was your...
It was great.
Yeah,
we had a great time. I've seen a bunch of these memes pop up of the week between Christmas and New Year's is a blur, or like funny ones where it's like I'm just full of bread and half asleep throughout the whole week. And so it's like, do you guys feel like this week is just... I always feel like New Year's, even though I know it's a week away, it like sneaks up on you. A lot of people work. Some people are just off the whole week, which would be nice. But it does kind of seem like a blur, and then all of a sudden you got the New Year's there. So, but fun time.
True.
Yeah,
I don't know. I was just saying, I've always worked in restaurants, so until I recently started working at UPS, so I've never had like this week off from work or any extra days off. So it's just been like a normal week for me, other than just being a little sluggish after Christmas. And then like my daughter's out of school. And so she's been raging through the house at all times of the day. She's on no schedule whatsoever. She was sick the weekend of Christmas. She's recovered now, and boy, she is putting our house through it. Every Christmas gift has been opened. Half of the pieces of things have been lost already. We're combining last year's Christmas gifts with this year's.
Yeah. And
her big present was the Jeep. I know we talked about it on an episode, like a ride along, or like she can get it and drive around. She's asked me every day if she can go outside and drive it around. Like, well, A, you just had the flu 2-3 days ago, so no, we can't go outside in the 30-degree weather. And B, no, because it's cold and I'm not going out there.
Wow.
And it's been like incredibly muddy. We've been like,
I know it's been raining.
She's gonna be mudding out there. Yeah.
I'm also fully expecting it to just like fall apart as soon as she starts running around the yard, because Tin sent us a text on Christmas Eve. It was like, this is the worst. I don't know how to put this thing together. That was also pretty funny.
No, I was just saying buy the display model, Zach, so you don't have to do things like that. I've put together many toys now and furniture, and it's not fun. I'd rather just buy the display models. The Jeep wasn't too bad. It's nowhere near the worst thing I've had to put together.
So also, I'm not a parent, and Zach is about to be. Tinsley has been for quite some time now. Is this like a rule to like start wrapping and putting everything together the night before? Because I feel like I would be stressed out.
Well, it's just like, yeah, because you can't have like a dollhouse can't be wrapped in paper
underneath the tree.
In a box.
Yeah,
right.
You can't leave anything in the back of the car either. Apparently,
they'll find that. They'll find that. Yeah, no, I mean, like, what was I supposed to do? Just like build the Jeep the day of? That would have been harder.
No,
while she was looking over your shoulder, climbing all over you.
Yeah, That's what happened when I put together her toy kitchen a few years ago, and it took literally 6.5 hours to build that thing.
Shooey.
And it's not right. There's a part of it that's upside down where the microwave for her toy kitchen goes
Fine.
in. To this day, I would have had to like undo half of what I had already done, and I said, "Guess what? Your microwave's upside down. Just deal with it."
It is what it is.
I got a business idea on the spot where we get a group of like handymen together that bring the toys to your house and put them up on Christmas Eve and like build it right then and there, or bring it already built. That'd be a great idea. Something like that. There's something in the works.
Let's workshop that. Yeah.
Let's workshop it. I don't know. It's kind of fun though. Like I told Morgan, I was like, all right, because she wrapped the gifts like that week, so that was done. We just had to put them under the tree. I just had to build the Jeep. That was all that was left. I was like, all right, you can go to bed. I'm gonna watch The Office and build this Jeep by myself.
You had one job.
I don't know, something that I feel like he contributed to Christmas because I didn't shop for none of this stuff. Morgan would be like, "Hey, I'm buying the girls this." I'm like, "All right, cool."
It's great.
Yeah. But nothing returned, right? Did either of you return a gift or have something returned?
No.
Nope.
Well, I was looking up an article. 57% of people have to return at least one gift. I thought that was pretty interesting. Over half. Which makes sense. Anytime I go to any store,
especially that makes sense.
Yeah, that was the number one thing. That was 63% of things returned is clothing. 13 is home decor, 13% is miscellaneous, 8% appliances, 3% makeup.
Home decor is like, this is ugly. We're not putting this in the house.
Yeah.
I'm taking this back to TJ Maxx and just getting a gift card.
Yep.
I normally do have to return clothes just because where Morgan's like extended family Christmas, we don't see them other than that one time a year. They always buy me some kind of article of clothing that I'll never wear in my life.
They got the size right. It's just something that's not your style.
Like pants.
Yeah, like pants or stupid
jeans.
Button up
Never
shirts.
seen this guy wear jeans in his life.
Polos.
If you ever see Tinsley wear jeans, we're in a multiverse.
Yeah, it's not
at a wedding.
No, I wear khakis at a wedding. I haven't worn a pair of jeans since high school.
Wow.
Yep.
I like your commitment. Commitment to the
I don't like them. They're not comfortable.
Sweatpants, basketball shorts, or khakis.
I wear pairs of basketball shorts and sweatpants over top of them every morning at UPS, and then I would just wear the basketball shorts at Blue Coast when I get there.
So what happens if they were like, listen, we'll give you 100% raise if you come in jeans?
Who's giving me the 100% raise?
Your job now.
Both jobs.
Yeah. Would you go and buy jeans and you had to wear them every day?
Yes, Mason. Yes.
I don't know. You're so committed to the sweatpants game. I didn't know if you'd just be like, nah, it's not worth it to me.
That's like almost $50 an hour at
$5 raise.
UPS.
$5 raise.
No, not $5.
So there's a limit. There's some type of money.
There's a limit. There's a limit. My comfort is pretty valuable to me, to be honest.
I take a $5 raise.
I wear basketball shorts and a hoodie everywhere I go.
I have to wear dress clothes to work, so the jeans would actually be a downgrade. You would never want. So you're already shaking your head.
When I worked at Cookout, I had to wear like black dress pants and a polo every day. And the polos are fine. I wear polos sometimes. I have like
they're not bad. They're athletic.
They're not bad
polos.
Cookout has like Nike Cookout polos, so that's fine. But the pants, you had to either wear jeans or like black dress pants. Well, I cheated and bought like athletic, like band and material pants, like golfers wear.
Golf pants, yeah.
Yep, that's where I'd wear was golf pants. So I'm never not comfortable.
He lives in comfort.
I'm not gonna wear clothes that squeeze me. All right, I got a lot going on.
It's one of the day. Constricted.
I don't like to be constricted. All right, I got a dad bod, and I like to hide it under sweatpants and hoodies.
It's fair.
Tinsley doesn't like to be squeezed. Everybody he
doesn't like clothes squeezing him. Okay, well,
Put it on a bumper sticker.
we have some press releases to get to. Does anybody? There's been a lot of stuff in the news. I mean, it's kind of a weird news time but I think there's been a couple things happening, especially in some movies that have come out. It's always a popular movie time to come out over the Christmas season. So, Tins, what you got? Press release.
All right. So speaking of new movies and stuff, this is a Netflix release from the one and only Zack Snyder.
Shout out.
If you're not aware of this guy, he's an interesting character, to say the least. He got to essentially create his version of Star Wars, is how I'm putting it, in the movie Rebel Moon.
Yeah.
It's like an R-rated Star Wars, essentially. I tried to watch it.
Is it actually R-rated?
Yes.
I
No,
didn't realize
PG-13.
that. Okay, that's what I thought.
It's PG-13, which is surprising because all his movies are he pushes the envelope. I'm sure his version is R-rated.
Yeah,
because there's always the Zack Snyder version.
Yeah, this is true.
So this movie is getting destroyed reviews wise. I tried to watch it. I lasted 15 minutes before I was like, all right, I can't. I'm not doing this. This is obnoxious.
What's it on?
Netflix.
It's on Netflix.
Netflix. Okay.
It has a meta score on IMDb of 32.
It's not great.
No, that is it's pretty bad. To put it in perspective, some other Zack Snyder films that have also been trashed along the way. Justice League got a 54. Let's see, what was the other one? Here we go. The most famous, Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice, got a 44.
Pretty good.
Those are two of his most movies that people roast him for. Those were significantly better to critics than this Rebel Moon disaster. Now it's supposed to be 3 parts.
Yeah.
I don't know that it's going to make it past part 1 because on top of it not getting good reviews, it was very expensive to make because everything Zack Snyder does has to be CGI filled and big budget. So if I was giving it should you watch that? Unless you're just really bored and have nothing else going on, no, I would not go out of my way to watch 2 hours and 13 minutes of this movie.
What's the action rating? That's the most important part.
I think pretty high, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Normal
Mason might actually like
person,
it, to be honest.
Yeah, Mason would like this movie. I feel like Mason likes Zack Snyder. He doesn't get that we're making fun of him. He's like, what do you mean? I've always enjoyed all Zack Snyder's movies.
Batman vs Superman, work of art.
Lots
work
of
art. You're getting 2 of the best superheroes of all time going against each other. Action almost all the way through. What are you talking about?
So from what I've read about what I've read about some of this movie is he literally pitched it to Lucasfilm as in the Star Wars universe, and they were like, I think we're good. And then he went and sold it to Netflix eventually. It's so it's like if he created Star Wars, this is what it would kind of look like. And I've heard it just doesn't really. I have not actually watched it either. I may watch it eventually. The thing that always kills me is whenever Zack Snyder does this whole thing that Tinsley talked about, where he's like, if they just let me make the movie I wanted to make, this would have been an incredible movie. This would have been the greatest movie of all time. The release, he always blames the editors for messing up the movie and messing up all the stuff. And so he did the same thing with Justice League whenever it came out, and it was just kind of man, it was whatever. He's like, okay, if only they could see my version. And then they let him make his version, and it was 100 hours long.
Yep,
and
all 5 hours of it.
Just not even better. It was oh, cool, it's twice as long. This is great. And I don't know that people don't like that movie more, I don't think. So I just think the whole Zack Snyder thing is we get it. You can just make stuff blow up, and that is not really the formula for good. He might be born for Netflix, honestly. He kind of fits the Netflix mold pretty well.
Might be. Yeah. He's like a worse version of Michael Bay.
Yeah.
All his movies just feel the same.
Yeah. Wait, what's wrong with Michael Bay?
Yeah,
You got
exactly.
Transformers. You got what's the one? Battlefield? No, that's a game. What's the one where it's almost like Transformers? There's several Transformers. But the real question: what's wrong with Michael Bay?
I mean, Michael Bay is
It's
fine
action
for that type
from
of
start to finish.
for that type of movie. It's kind of like the same thing that Zack Snyder does. But I don't mind Michael Bay movies; like they're fine. No one's calling them like works of art, though. He did make 300. Zack Snyder did.
Yeah,
he made the Army of the Dead movie, which actually wasn't that bad. He's been stuck in the DC universe for a while, obviously.
Yeah, which that has a lot going on right now too, where they're resetting their whole franchise. There's like Aquaman 2 came out. I don't know if we were going to talk about that at all, but it's flopped majorly.
Yeah. It looks worse than the first
apparently
one.
Very bad. Well, yeah,
it's just they're ending it and going to recast everyone and start over.
It's like no one cares. Yeah, it's hard to make someone care about a DC universe that's like totally getting reset. Anyways.
Which that's gonna be interesting. There's a lot of fan theory that the guy who plays Aquaman, Jason
Momoa,
I don't know, Momoa, he's going to get recast as Lobo. It's like a vampire dude. So he's going to play two different characters in the same universe.
They just need to shut the whole thing down, is what it sounds like. You can't compete with Marvel. You're trying to reset everything. Just shut it all down. Get rid of it. Nobody cares anyways. Flash, garbage. Aquaman, garbage. The whole universe, garbage.
Wow, it's all garbage.
That's my take.
It's all garbage.
That's his take, everybody.
Tell me one. Tell me one good DC movie.
That's in the DC universe? None. I mean, Batman, that trilogy is great, but that doesn't fall under that umbrella.
It does not.
Ben Affleck is a terrible Batman.
Oh, got him.
Terrible.
So is that the time to finish on Tinsley's?
I mean, we can keep making fun of stuff if you want. I don't care.
Terrible Batman.
We can use me as clickbait all we want. Me saying I hate things and I dislike them. Italians, Ben Affleck,
Dolly Parton,
Jason Kelsey. It's fine.
Let's run it.
So we should make a pie graph. Have you ever seen those where it's like, and it's got the two little circles, and it's just like Tinsley, his hatred, and it's like those in the pie graph? That'd be funny.
More of a list.
Yeah, you're right.
It's pretty long,
and
list.
it's gonna build as we continue this podcast.
True.
So that's why you need to stay tuned in to the Next Guy Up podcast.
I'm never short of opinions. Never short of opinions.
You don't hate Italians, though.
No, I am annoyed by new Italians that have overblown the Tommy DeVito.
That's what it was.
Train.
Yeah,
he's walking back.
And the way the way they say it's mozzarella cheese, not mutts. Fresh mutts. I hate that. Makes me so mad. So,
oh no. Okay. Well, great press release, Tens.
Thank you. It went everywhere.
It really did.
Okay. So for mine,
it was free too.
Mine is actually a couple. It's maybe from 2 weeks ago, but we didn't do a press release last week for Christmas. And so this was a huge. Yeah, it was like the week before Christmas when this actually dropped. This was huge on the internet. There is a game, a Wolverine game that was set to release by a company called Insomniac in 2025. Sort of playable, like similar to maybe the Spider-Man universe, where you're playing a Superman in kind of a pretty open world, and you get to go around and just kind of kill people and stuff, whatever Wolverine does, slash people's faces, stuff like that. And I guess this group went in and hacked into these Insomniac servers and found the game there and found a lot of the information on a lot of the employees, including their addresses and personal information. And so they basically went to this company and was like, hey, we're going to release all this stuff if you don't pay us this money. They tried to blackmail them and get them a ransom. They were like, no, we're not going to do that. And so they said, okay. And they released it all, including basically a playable version of the game as it existed whenever they hacked it. So it was not the full game, and it was not complete for sure, but it was a good bit of the game. and people were downloading it and like playing it on their computers, and it like looked really janky because it wasn't finished and stuff. But this was happening, and then there was like, if you downloaded it from a certain place, you started getting all of these notifications on your computer about you've downloaded stolen material, and like threatening to do stuff to you. And then Insomniac eventually came out, and they were like, we're still going to make the game in 2025. We're still going to push forward and do it. And so it was this whole saga, but it ended up being probably like millions of dollars hack that happened. So it was pretty big news around. I don't know what's going to happen when it's all said and done, and how it's all going to shake out. But apparently it might be good press for the game. I don't know. It may end up just being people get hyped up for the game, and it was good press. Maybe it was all planned. Maybe they leaked their own game. Who knows?
I mean, especially if it wasn't finished, can you really go off of that? Like,
no, for sure no.
If it's still, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't even near finished. There was like some parts of it that were playable.
When's it supposed to be released?
Not until 2025.
So we still have several years. Yeah, until next year.
Right.
Yeah, that's interesting stuff. I always liked the Wolverine universe, but when it comes to the game, I'm not like, I don't know if that was on my radar until now. Now I'm more interested. Like you said, bad press is good press.
Could be.
So it's like, interesting.
And then obviously the Deadpool 3 movie is coming out in 2024 featuring Wolverine. And so I think we can anticipate a Wolverine revival as he enters into like this MCU type world. Maybe as like the first real mutant to enter in. So pretty good stuff. Okay, Mason. Last press release.
Is it my turn?
Your turn.
All right. So we have Christmas holiday, New Year's holiday. Did you know that there's actually a third holiday within this week?
Wow.
And that would be today on the day that we're recording. You're listening to this on Monday, but we're recording on Saturday. Happy National Bacon Day, everybody. It's a big holiday out there.
Shout out.
And what Wendy's decided to do is offer a 1 cent junior bacon cheeseburger in honor of this National Bacon Day.
Good. I might even go.
Is there a catch? Go get one right now, Zach. Is there a catch? No, there is not. You just have to download the Wendy's app, and you have to do one purchase of something, and then you opt into the rewards. It's on your rewards, and Wendy's will sponsor us after this free publicity that we're giving them.
Shout out Wendy's.
I'm sure they'll reach out and be like, wow, shout out Wendy's. So I was like, you know what? Research for the pod, of course. I downloaded the app. Here we are. There's actually several really good rewards on there, and it is on there. Happy Bacon Day, 1 cent junior bacon cheeseburger with a purchase. The thing is that today you're listening to this on the 1st. If you're a devoted fan, you have today because it ends on January 2nd. So it ends the next day. So make sure to reach out. Go ahead and go to your Wendy's and get that 1 cent bacon cheeseburger.
There you go. Love it.
That's a pretty elite deal right there.
Wendy's is kind of on my they're on my I probably eat them most frequently of all the fast food at this point in my time, partly because I think the app is pretty good. I do have a little bit of a bone to pick with Wendy's about them getting rid of the 4 for $4, which I thought was the best deal in fast food at the time. But they still have like the biggie bag deal, but it starts at $5 and goes up from there. So
that's because we're not a country anymore.
Yeah, back when we were a country, the 4 for $4, McPick 2, even the Chili's. What's the Chili's one called? 3 for $10. It was 3
the
for $10.
Can eat. Yeah.
The 3 for $10 where you get a drink appetizer and entree for $10. Even that's $10.99.
Oh, that 99 cents, man.
That's enough for me not to order it anymore. Get it out. I don't even go.
Cookout trays used to be $4.99.
Yeah, tell me about it.
I remember the day.
Now they're $6.99.
Yeah, it's like $8 to get a milkshake and eat it cookout now. I feel like $4 or $5 is like that's an amount I can like. I think the reason I eat there for lunch a lot at my job now is that that $4 feels pretty good for like a lunch. It's like a reasonable portion. I feel like I get a drink with it. I feel like I didn't spend like $10 on a lunch. $10 like feels way too much for me to eat for lunch. But $4 is like, oh, $4. You can barely even prep a meal at home for $4.
It's true. I wish I could say that I don't spend less than $10, but I am a fat fatty. So,
well, I mean, $10 is not that bad, and I don't eat it every day. But I don't know. I don't like spending that much money on lunch.
The thing that cracks me up, which Tinsley, I know it's worth it to you because the amount of time it would take for you to go get the food and then bring it back, but you DoorDash things for yourself that will cost like $25, and that Taco Bell DoorDash to your house for yourself $20.
Yeah, I haven't done
It's-
DoorDash in a while.
It saves the time. Yeah.
They've jacked up. It's because I live, so I couldn't even imagine for you. You live even further away from everything now, or y'all's house. I live like a solid 16 to 18 minutes away from town. So I can maybe get to a Taco Bell in like 12, but it's in Baxter and it's not top tier quality Taco Bell.
Yeah.
It makes sense with kids not being able to. I rarely DoorDash ever because I don't like spending the extra money on that either. I'd rather just drive out and go get it. But if you have kids at home and stuff, that makes sense.
We've gotten to the thing where we will just split duties. I'll go pick it up while she's bringing the kids home. That's nice. But yeah, I haven't DoorDashed in a while just because it's
expensive. You can like double the price of your meal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I do agree with what you said though. I think Wendy's might have the top app. Like there's something in there every day for free or pretty good discount. McDonald's has a pretty good app as far as like getting points. I get breakfast there a lot, and they have every day you can get just a sandwich for $2, like a breakfast sandwich.
Yeah, if you're not ordering through the app, then you're doing it wrong. Because right now I got it pulled up: free chili with any purchase, 1 cent soft drink, 2 for $6 on their chicken, any of their chicken or baconators. Buy one cheeseburger, get one free. $1 Wendy's kids meal with any purchase. The 1 cent bacon junior cheeseburger. They got all sorts of stuff. Free chicken nuggets with any purchase. So they got a 10-piece. So they got some pretty good deals on there. So if you're not buying through apps, because Tinsley actually talked about before the pod, he's dealing with a Taco Bell crisis right now. Yes. He's not able to get his app to work because they do a lot of free stuff and deals as well through their app. And we all know he is a huge Taco Bell supporter. So tell us about it, Tins.
Yeah, I mean, it was so with their reward system, every other time I went, I would get something for free because they give out a lot of points with each purchase. Well, I don't know if it's something wrong with my app, which I've deleted multiple times and re-downloaded, but they won't take my card info. Every time I try to pay, it says invalid payment. I have added a credit card. I added me and Morgan's family emergency credit card.
This is an emergency situation.
She didn't know I did that. It still wouldn't take that. I requested for my PayPal account a debit card. I was like, well, maybe this will work. Added that. Nope. Invalid payment method.
Wow, you went to some pretty significant lengths to try to get this Taco Bell app up and running.
Yeah, because I like getting the free stuff. I don't order any food anymore from anywhere unless it's on an app. Unless it's like a sit-down restaurant that doesn't have an app. Like if it's anything fast casual or fast food, I'm ordering it through an app, getting points, getting stuff for free all the time.
Well, here's the thing. Back when we were a country, I felt like fast food was legitimately fast. I've had to wait a lot longer because of, it's a struggle out there. I feel for them.
Right.
They're very understaffed. Anywhere I go, I'm like, man, I'm just going to wait. No issues, but they're very understaffed anywhere I go. But if you go through the app and you order it like 10 minutes before you know you're going to get there, it's ready to go.
Yep.
And you just pick it up and you go, instead of having to wait through the drive-through or wait anywhere. Yeah, Chick-fil-A is like, it's crazy right now. And they got their stuff together. It's just, it's so like the demand for Chick-fil-A right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I'm a big customize pretty much everything I eat type guy. And I hate doing that through the drive-through because they're probably not going to get it right, and I just hate being like, all right, add this and take off this. I feel like I'm being very annoying, so I'm like, well, if the app tells them to do it, they don't care.
Yeah, I've been with Tinsley when he gets his orders, and about 50%, which is pretty high. It's usually incorrect just because of the amount. He always gets hot sour cream, which he hates, and he will throw that away. He won't even push through. He's like, nope. Well, I guess I've just wasted $4 on this burrito because it's got hot sour cream in it.
It's done. Sour cream and me, not happening.
We are not. This podcast is not sponsored by sour cream.
When we make that list of things I dislike or don't get along with, however we want to word that, I don't want to word it as things I hate because there's people on it. Sour cream is probably the number one thing on the list.
Wow, number one.
I think I despise sour cream and everything it stands for.
Interesting.
And then it's Dolly Parton, Italians, and Travis Kelce.
Josh Allen.
The Bills.
Oh, I don't dislike Josh Allen. I just call him for what he is, a fraud.
There we go. But yeah, go get you a cheeseburger for a cent. You can't beat that deal with a stick. 1 day left for it. Bring in the new year with
I might go with that tonight, to be honest.
Bacon cheeseburger for $1.
Yeah. I've got the kids today. We might be eating dinner at Wendy's tonight.
There you go.
Hey, I love it.
That's a press release.
All right. So
I'll be honest. When you real quick, sorry, one more tangent. Sorry.
Uh-oh.
When you first said that, I was doing something before the pod and you said scent. They're releasing a scent. I thought you were saying someone was releasing a candle,
like a cologne,
a bacon cheeseburger candle for the house.
I buy that.
Wendy's has actually released a line of perfume that smells like bacon cheeseburger.
I'd buy a candle that smell like bacon cheeseburgers.
That's our second business idea we have. The first one, bring the gifts already put together and wrapped, and then on Christmas Eve,
that was
and
just
then the other one.
It was just another words with Messin where
the
way you were saying scent, I was like, it like caught my. I was like, wait a second. The scent to smell.
They make candles and perfume that smells like grass, like cut grass that because people like the scent of cut grass. Why not a bacon cheeseburger?
Why not?
Let's get it in the works.
Verbal trademark.
That's right.
Got it.
You can't copy us anymore.
If I see it, you're sued.
Got him.
With
one of our top 10 fans is a lawyer. He's fallen down the rankings a little bit.
He's gonna win us some money though.
He's still top 10.
Verbal trademark.
Don't you worry.
All right. So we have a draft coming up. Before we get there, I've got a little bit of just this is not a trivia, but this is a facts about New Year's Eve, and some New Year's Day stuff. I stumbled upon this and I thought it was interesting. So to get us into our New Year's resolution draft conversation, this says an estimated 51% of Americans plan to celebrate New Year's Eve with family or friends, and 32% will eat out or order food for pickup delivery. Interesting. Calendars. There's only 14 possible calendar configurations. I never knew this. Of different ways all the days could fall on the days of the week. 2024 is a leap year. So you have to go back all the way to 1996 to get a calendar that would match 2024's calendar configuration. Leap year probably not. So shout out to all those February 29th birthdays. Finally get another year under your belt.
I wonder what day they actually celebrate. I know this isn't probably the most exciting topic.
It's exciting.
But do you go to the first? Do you go to the first, or do you go to the 28th? I wonder.
I think you would probably do 28th. I don't know.
28th, the day before. Who knows? Reach out to us.
Reach out.
Any leap year.
Reach out to us. Let us know.
February 29th, kids. Okay, next.
All right, keep it going, Zach.
Times Square for the ball drop. I know you're listening to this on the first, so this has already happened, but it's pretty interesting. The first Times Square New Year's party was thrown for a newspaper. The annual tradition of gathering in Times Square for New Year's started as a party to celebrate the opening of the New York Times building in 1904. Over 200,000 people attended. The first ball dropped in 1907 after there was a fireworks ban due to burning embers falling on the crowd in previous years. So there were fireworks and there were burning embers falling on everybody. They're like, oh, maybe it's not a good idea. So they constructed a 700-pound ball made of iron and wood and embellished with the 25-watt bulbs that they lowered down on a flagpole instead. And eventually it became the ball that we use now.
Morgan's mom went to that one time.
I've heard it's a terrible experience.
Yeah, she said it was not all it was hyped up to be.
Like everyone that you always hear of accounts of it and stuff, and it's like it was super crowded. If you wanted a good seat, like if you wanted a good spot, you had to get there really early, and then you can't leave or your spot's gone because it's just like everyone's standing around. So like you can't go to the bathroom or eat or anything, and so it's like people were like going to the bathroom by themselves and stuff because they were just like stuck in the middle of this crowd. Like I've heard stories of stuff like that happening. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild.
Okay, last one.
I'd rather just watch it on TV.
Actually, there's two more little things, and then it'll lead us into our next is about. It says every year, New Year's people celebrating consume 360 million glasses of champagne and sparkling wine. Champagne bought during this week accounts for 25% of annual sales of champagne. 25% of it gets sold this week. Kind of crazy.
Wow.
Crazy.
It says on average, men consume 5 drinks on New Year's Eve, and women consume almost 4 on average. Okay, last thing is about New Year's resolutions, which is where we're headed to. It says 60% of New Year's resolutions are about their health, 47% are about finance in some way, 33% are about relationships. These percents aren't adding up. I guess some of them can overlap. 24% says educational and 22% is bad habits. So I guess like
what are we at? Like
120% can overlap, maybe. I don't know. That makes sense. Financial, educational, those can match up too, probably. But so there's your breakdown. And so without further ado, we have a draft, everybody. I feel like it's been a long time since we've done a draft. I feel like
it does feel
a couple weeks.
I feel like it has been a little bit. So we have a draft today. We're back at it. We are drafting New Year's resolutions that probably you're not going to keep.
I would say, were we going to give one of our New Year's resolutions?
We're going to talk about ours. My New Year's resolution.
I've got some fire ones.
Tinsley got some cooked up already. Mine is. Well, it's kind of like a thing I'm trying to accomplish. We've been renovating our kitchen area for many months at this point. It is on the cusp of being like in a point where we can use a kitchen again. But we've been kitchenless for like 6 months almost, which is terrible. Don't ever try that. It's the worst. We've been living out of like Instapots and air fryers and frozen meals, and it's truly a horrifying situation. So we're very close to having our kitchen put in, but that's my New Year's resolution, is to get it done as fast as possible because I'm tired of not having one. Mason, anything?
Yeah, so for Jalen and my wife, we are going to be having 1 year of being married in the books on January 20th.
Wow.
And my New Year's resolution is to, just travel a little bit more. We're going to be having, kids here in the next couple of years, and we want to get traveling done.
Wow, yeah, that's an announcement, everybody. He said it's
eventually we'll have kids, and I just want to get some traveling done. So
if you know Messin, that is an announcement.
That is a big deal. I went from being the fun uncle to eventually wanting a child.
Eventually, someday, maybe.
Eventually, one day, maybe.
Better than zero. Ask him 2 years ago. There was a 0% chance.
Now we're at like 5%. I'm just kidding. It's more than that. Go ahead.
Eventually.
So, as we all know, I am a child here on this podcast, a 30-year-old man child. My wife has some very good like New Year's resolution. She started her own business. She's selling real estate now.
Yeah.
She's killing it in the
Crushing it.
grown up department, life goals, all that stuff.
Yeah.
I have 1 to 2 New Year's resolutions.
Mm-hmm.
The first one is the Jaguars are going to have a much better year next year.
Okay.
I'm making it my New Year's resolution this offseason to get the offensive coordinator, Press Taylor, fired and our GM fired.
Yeah.
Both jobless.
Wow.
So that's one New Year's resolution.
Streets.
Yeah, 2024 season would be much better for the Jags because it's one of my goals. And I have a lot to do with how that's going to end up.
Number one fan. Yeah.
And then my second New Year's resolution, and this is the one I have some control over because, as we all know, gambling is something you have control over.
No, not if you're addicted.
I'm going to become rich this year from a parlay.
No.
I don't know how. I don't know when. But I'm going to hit one of these wild things. I'm going to go trending on Twitter.
Yeah.
And I'm going to reinvest it in the pod, obviously.
Every penny, baby. We're going big.
So look out. DraftKings, FanDuel, Fanatics.
Any of them.
We're coming for you.
Whichever one of y'all I hit from, because it's going to hurt.
Have you seen that? Have you seen that meme? Sorry, Mason. This is short.
Good. Go ahead.
The meme about the guy who's like I think you might be addicted to gambling, and the guy's like, "No, I'm not. I've done it every day for the past 5 years and never missed a single day. Well, I'm not. I could stop. I'm not addicted." And they're like, "I think that makes you addicted to it."
Yeah,
I forget the exact wording. It's funny. I'll find it. Okay, sorry, Mason.
You forget your third resolution, which is to get your Taco Bell app to be working.
Oh, yeah. I did leave out this part. I have emailed customer support of Taco Bell. I've DM'd them on Twitter and told them what's going on. No responses, obviously.
So the CEO of Taco Bell, if you're listening, which you are, get it together.
I mean, what else can I do? I'm trying to buy your food, dog. So, yeah.
Did you get that quote, Zach?
I'm looking it up.
Listen, speaking of memes about gambling, Zach, there's also the one of 99% of gamblers quit before they hit it big. You ever seen that meme? It's the guy who's mining for diamonds, and he stops when he's this close, and then the next guy who's hungrier hit.
Yeah.
That's me.
Okay, here it is. This guy says, "Can't wait to gamble today. Literally shaking. That's called dedication." And then someone
I know who you're talking about. I follow him on Twitter.
Oh, okay, it's on Twitter.
Right? His name's John Slipel or
High Slop.
Yeah, weird. He's hilarious.
So he said, "Literally shaking. That's called dedication." And someone commented, "That's called an addiction." And he said, "Buddy, I've been gambling every day for 20 plus years. It's all I think about, and I still haven't got addicted. I doubt it's happening now."
He's shout out him. He is a good Twitter follow. He does those. He does like a funny thing like that almost every day.
That's funny.
It's a troll. It's good. It's good stuff.
Okay. There you go. Sorry, I didn't know where it came from, but I saw it floating around the internet.
Yeah, it's funny. He cracks me up. So
okay,
so that's where we're at. Those are my life goals.
We're running out of time here, folks. Okay, we got to get to this draft. Is everybody ready?
Yeah, I'm
Let's
ready.
do it.
Mason.
Yep.
Mason was complaining early. He said there wasn't enough options, so we'll see how this goes.
Yeah, I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel already.
Lose your mentality, Mason.
Started yet.
All right, first
you got a list.
First pick.
Yeah,
you got to go off the dome.
Yeah, I'm off the dome here.
Oh, number 1 overall.
Oh, yes.
All right,
Zach.
Next, I like the second position best. Oh, Tins. And Mason is third.
Okay. The second position, the best spot to be.
It's true. It is, I think. Okay. Number 1 overall, I think I'm going with we said that in order to do this, we had to be pretty specific with some of our picks here. So in order for there to be enough. So
you got this, Zach.
Let's go with let's go with go on a diet.
Diet starts Monday.
I know that. Yeah, I think that's it. I think a lot of people are like, I'm going to start eating better. January 1st, I'm going to eat better. I'm going to start this diet plan. I'm going to do it ever. Does it happen? Sometimes, maybe. It might last a week for some people. Okay, that's my number one. I think that's probably the most common.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. There's a couple other ones. Tins, what do you got?
All right, I'm going to go with spending less money on fast food. Stop lying to yourselves. You're not going to.
It's a good one.
You're still going to hit Chick-fil-A twice a week. You're still going to get your little treat from Dairy Queen or Sonic. So, yeah, no, you're not going to spend less money on fast food this year. Quit lying to yourselves.
You're not even making that a resolution, right, Tins? You know.
No,
you
I'm talking
know
about
deep
other
inside.
people.
He's not
I'm talking
kidding
about other
himself
people.
here.
He's not kidding.
He's trying to get the
He knows.
Taco Bell app working so he can spend more money in 2024.
Exactly. I have different kind of resolutions.
He's different.
This year.
Yeah.
I'm built different.
It's too good.
Okay, Mason, what
All
you
right,
got?
so I used to work in a gym for several years. I saw
A good
the
one.
spike during the January signups.
Yeah.
I know, and then I know how many of those canceled. So I'm going with
Good one.
going to the gym
Yeah.
as my first overall
good one,
pick,
Mason.
the third pick in the draft. And then if I need to go more specific, because I'm trying to figure out how to make this more specific, because Tinsley went saving money with not going to fast food. I was going to just put budgeting.
Make a budget.
Make a budget, set a budget, save money.
I think Tins is talking about specifically
with fast food.
So I think you can
finances, work on finances.
Yeah,
I don't know how to like
actually saving money.
Save more
people
money.
Always say
Save money.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna put save money.
I think that's like put money in this savings account.
I'm hoping we're talking about New Year's resolutions that you set that don't actually happen. I hope this one actually happens for me because
Psych, you already picked it in the stuff is not gonna happen draft.
It doesn't happen for me. All right, so going to the gym, saving money.
Pretty good, Mason. Good.
Thank you.
Pretty good. All right. This next one is spending less time on your phone.
I was gonna pick.
Yeah, people say, "Oh, I'm gonna look at my phone less." Stop lying to yourself. You're gonna get on Twitter. You're gonna get on Instagram.
Yeah.
You're gonna get on Facebook. Wow. You're gonna post about stuff no one cares about.
This is a pretty negative draft to start again. Tins is like, you will not improve your life in any way in 2024.
You're gonna waste your life
all of your bad habits. You're done.
You will eat Chick-fil-A and you will spend an hour a day on Facebook. So help me.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Okay, so yours is just be on your phone. Be on your phone less.
Right.
Okay. Okay. I think I've got what I'm going with. I am going to pick next. Let's pick. I'm going to read books.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. That's one I said every year. And
read more books.
Yeah, but I've been saying that since 8th grade, and I haven't read a book since.
A single book. Okay, my next pick is going to be drink more water.
Dang it.
Yep, you gotta drink more water, guys. Where water consumption has been. I did the 75 hard a few months ago, and I was drinking a gallon of water a day. And then after that, I think I was like went into rebellion. It's like, you know what? I'm not going to drink any water, and now it's pretty bad.
I think that's the only healthy life choice I make is I drink at least like half a gallon of water a day.
That's pretty good. Yeah, it does make a difference.
I am running around all day. Yeah,
you have a pretty active job. This is true. Okay.
During the holidays, I'm just all about sodas too. It's a struggle. I'm just drinking sodas nonstop for some reason.
Yeah,
I'm a big soda guy.
Well, that leads into my next pick. Drink less sodas. You're not going to stop drinking sodas, everyone. They keep creating new ones. They're delicious.
Yeah.
They're nutritious. Not really nutritious, but they are delicious, and you love them. They're a little treat. Everybody's like, oh, I'll just get a little treat, little soda. And the next thing you know, you've drank 3 sodas a day for a week, and you've already broken your resolution. So good job.
Love it.
Got him.
All right. So the good picks over here. I like it. We're very positive people. I bring in the new year. This is not for me. I enjoy what I do. I love my job, but I'm going to put. I feel like there's people out there that think that they are going to get a new job or a better job, and it's just not in the cards for them. So I'm going to put getting a new job as my third overall pick.
Okay.
And then I'm kind of leaning back and forth on this next one, but I'm going to put you're supposed to be getting 8 hours of sleep. No one ever gets that.
I had a whole thing. I was doing a whole thing.
Getting more sleep. Well, you missed your opportunity on your whole thing. Do your whole thing. Getting more sleep.
That's a good one.
No one gets enough sleep. No one. They
Mason
say
does.
that they're going to get more sleep. I do. That's one resolution. I get plenty of sleep. Actually, I need more, to be honest. The 12 hours is what I need. I get like, 11 and a half. I need that 12 hours. I'm just kidding. But I'm all about the sleep, getting more sleep. Lock it in.
I had a whole bit going. People spend too much time on their phones that they won't go to sleep when they're supposed to. Come on, man.
So they eat fast food at midnight when they're awake still. I have to order it.
I had a whole thing.
And I killed it.
You killed it. So I'll pivot a little bit, and I'm going to say, dang, you really messed me up here.
Soiled it.
He's rattled.
I'm going to say spending more time outside. You're supposed to go out, get some sunlight. Well, guess what? People are too busy in the house on their phones eating Chick-fil-A. So
good one, Tits.
Drinking cherry soda, cherry Coke from.
Okay.
So spending more time outside.
Okay, good one.
That pick sucks.
Okay. See, this is I think this is. I think I can pull this one through. What about getting your steps in? You said a step goal. People do that.
Oh,
so you're not in the gym. It's not. That's different from going to the gym, but it's like
no, you're.
I'm gonna get 10,000 steps a day. Yeah, whatever. People do that. I think.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's a thing.
Thank you, Tins.
You got your. Dang it!
Oh, we have to change the rating of this episode, everybody.
I'll edit it out.
Words with Mason. Apple Watches and your Fitbits.
Maybe I'll just like bleep it. I'll make it go beep. Yeah. That'd be funny.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
I'll leave it in. I'll bleep it. It'd be funny.
Total accident, by the way.
Okay. Because you didn't hear it, because I bleeped it out, Mason accidentally said an inappropriate word for a non-explicit podcast. It was an accident.
Please don't change our rating, Apple.
I meant to say Fitbits. All right.
Oh, boy. Okay. My last pick. Let's see. This one, okay, I'm going to do this. This is for me specifically, but I think this is a good one. Procrastinate less.
Ooh.
Don't put things off, do it. I'm the best at this.
Just do it.
I've never procrastinated once in my whole life.
You're a top tier procrastinator.
That's true. I'm very good at it. So, okay. Tins, last pick.
All right. I'm gonna say, folding the laundry when it's done instead of waiting for 3 days.
That's a good one.
Oh, that's a good one.
Guess what? You're still gonna wait 3 days, everyone. You're not gonna keep up with your house chores.
Your life is as good as they can ever get right now. You will never improve.
We're never gonna do any of these things that we
You would rather you will scroll TikTok before you fold laundry. I hope people know I'm doing a bit.
While drinking your cherry
He's doing
Coke.
a bit, guys.
He's doing a bit.
I'm not this negative.
It's a bit.
I'm locking in the last pick here with reduce stress. Everybody wants to make changes to reduce stress, and it's going to still happen, unfortunately. So I'm going to put in reduce stress as my last pick. How do we feel, everybody,
Love
about
it.
this?
I thought my list is pretty good.
I love my list. I think I'm gonna get some funny votes. People will agree that it's good,
Agree that it's good.
or they will feel Actually, no. People will feel like I'm personally attacking them and won't vote for me. That's what will actually happen. Because I think I hit almost everyone's big resolutions, other than working out. That I wanted that one.
I think we hit some good ones.
work,
I think it was
everybody.
a pretty good draft.
We did.
I think we did.
It could have been
Was
worse.
there any honorable mentions?
No,
I
was
had
out.
travel more.
Travel was on my sort of list.
Yeah.
I was gonna say meal prepping, so you could like take lunch to work.
Yeah.
But you're not gonna do that. You're gonna go to Wendy's and spend $5 instead.
Hey, that's a good deal. You can't
Good
meal
work,
prep for $5. Okay. Well, that's a pod right there. First pod of 2024, everybody. Also, I'd like to shout out big episode next week. Do you know what's happening next week? It is. Tins is correct. Our 50th episode. Messin on Monday of next week. Maybe we'll do something crazy. We'll blow something up.
We could do
Mason's house.
We could do a draft of the top
drafts we've done so far. What if we draft all of our previous drafts?
We'd get a lot of hate. People don't like our drafts sometimes.
That's funny. That would be funny. What if we draft the worst draft picks of the first however many drafts we've done?
We'd run out of Mason's picks.
Mason's improved over the time, but his early drafts were very bad.
It's because he started Googling lists that he's taken instead of off his dome. I see you over there looking at your phone every draft.
I pre-made the list. I pre-made one on my phone.
Probably,
yeah. Zach does it too. He puts it on his phone.
I get some ideas out there, Okay, well,
we'll have some fun though.
That's it. That's it for our first. Yeah, we'll do something crazy next week. That's it. Episode 48 is in the books. We hope you had a fun time. We hope you had a great New Year's. We hope you enjoy it with your family today, and you actually do some of your. May your resolutions go better than Tinsley's, who have already failed apparently.
No, mine are all gonna be fine. I'm judging other people.
Oh, okay. Jags are gonna win Super Bowl 2024. Okay, there you go.
Not this year. Fitbit.
It's a Fitbit, guys.
Everybody.
Okay. Check out Weekend Preview coming this Friday, and we hope you have a good one. See you later.